birthday of your mother.
And all such celebrations have a very deep significance. Because on such occasions, special vibrations flow in the atmosphere. When all the celestial bodies, the eternal personalities, gods and goddesses sing the praise. And that's how the whole atmosphere is filled with mirth and happiness. Human beings also express their gratitude. Expression of gratitude and love is done in different ways in different countries. But the substance remains the same and the forms change. The substance is like the ocean which flows continuously towards the shores, and the ripples which touch the shores are again repelled back, and a nice pattern is formed. It is such a spontaneous thing, and is so beautiful. Creates such a beautiful pattern in the atmosphere. All these waves, when they weave together the pattern of love, they soothe human beings, they enchant human beings, and the whole thing is very blissful. On such occasions, a special type of feelings develop, which we cannot express in words. So, the expression could be in any form. But the main thing is the expression. God has expressed Himself by creation, by creating this creation. While the creation has to express its gratitude by glorifying Him. And this play must go on eternally. It's the most beautiful play. Those who indulge into this play lead an eternal life. That life is unending, never breaks, and binds the whole universe with its beautiful music. Today especially, I have to speak to people who feel weak to follow sahajayoga, who are fickle-minded. Those who lack strength, those who are afraid of taking sahajayoga seriously. It is very important that fickle-mindedness must be seen clearly, why we are fickle. Mostly it might be the ego that is stopping you from doing something that is very, very important. The fickle-mindedness comes to us by various ways. As I said, one of them is ego. A fickle-minded person can be frightened by his own ego and he may stop doing sahajayoga after going up to a point, because the ego might say, now here forward if you go, there is a tunnel in which you cannot enter. You should not go any further. It's very dangerous. It could be marked by your sloth. Sloth is the curse of this country, I feel. It's the curse of the Sahajayoga also. I do not know if it is the curse of the Western world. But sloth is something. It's like a devil that can keep you very much glued to your own positions and will not allow you to move on. For example, in the morning you get up and you think that, oh, it's all right. What's the need to get up early in the morning? There is no need to do any meditation. I'll do it tomorrow. Otherwise, you start thinking that it can be done after a month. Doesn't matter. Mataji is here. Everything will be all right. But you must know there are so many imperfections within you. And if you do not meditate now, seriously, take it up as a very serious thing, you may lag behind so much that you may be dropped out. Meditation is very important after surgery. You have slept and slept all your life. Sleeping is not so important. You have to today promise me that from tomorrow you all are going to get up in the morning and meditate. I was suggesting that if you take your baths in the morning would be better so that you won't have your sleeping condition. Sloth is such a devious thing that you do not see it. It explains everything. If you say, I'm sick, it will say, oh, you are so sick, you should go to the hospital. If you say, I'm tired, it will say, you are extremely tired. Why should you be so tired? It is nothing but your sloth is telling you that you are extremely tired, you better not do meditation now, you are extremely tired, you better take some rest, it's important. Sloth is worse than superego and ego. It is a kind of an inertia which pulls you down. And that inertia you have to really throw away and get out of it. Because it explains everything, you like it, because it gives you little comfort, and you want to rely on your sloth. But Krishna has said in Gita that sloth is the worst thing that can happen to human beings. If they take to sloth, if they accept sloth, they will have all explanations for being slothful. Alasya, he calls it, is the worst disease according to him for any aspirant of spiritual life. You may think that, you see, I'm not well now, or anything. Sloth can give you any ideas, because I don't have that, so I don't know what ideas it gives you. But it can give you any kind of idea that would be very, very appealing to you, because it knows how to please your ego. Sloth is a ego-satisfying thing, ego-pampering stuff. And it makes you feel, oh, you are very tired. What are you tired about? You are all young people, why should you be tired? You get tired so soon. It's nothing but your Mr. Sloth telling you you are tired. You'll be surprised, after feeling tired, you run for 2 miles, you can run. Now why sloth works sahajayoga so adversely? Why sloth works out against sahajayoga so much? The reason is because we are not yet identified with our well-being. We do not think that we have to be better, we have to improve, we have to go further, there's a big gap, we have to do it. We are not identified with our progress. Supposing if I tell you in England that if you run 2 miles every day in the morning, you will get a beauty prize. 99.9% people or women of this country would be running early in the morning. Supposing if somebody tells men that you will get Mr. Universe if you run every day 5 miles in the morning, there will be, 99.999% people maybe running that. Because we are identified with that kind of a competition, which is very materialistic, which is of no value. But when you give up even that competition, you fall into another competition, is everybody is competing each other in sloth. They will get up in the morning, see around. Now, Coolie is still sleeping, all right, let me sleep. So Coolie will think he's still sleeping, let me sleep. So there is a big competition as to who is going to wake up first. Who is going to do this? And if somebody gets up, then one starts finding faults that he got up or what? He was just taking tea or he was talking. What about you? You were still in bed. At least he got up, was talking, doesn't matter. But he was kicking. What about you who was still slumbering in the bed? Now it's such a childlike thing. It's such a childish thing to talk about with such intellectuals as you are, such well-read and such well-posted people. That doesn't behove me, a mother of such great people, to talk like this. But sometimes I find my sahajogis are like 2-year-old children. And then I have to tell them that now you are grown up. You see, you can explain it. But how are you going to explain yourself? Because if you have to grow, if you want your tree to grow, you must change your priorities and your identifications. If you have to be a first-class sahajogi, you have to put your attention to it. I do not know how to fix it up. Supposing we fix it up like this. It's very childish, but I have to tell you because I have seen this is the problem. That the day I don't get up, I'll have to pay 10p. Let's keep it like that. If you are getting much more pay, then put it at 10 pounds. But something like that. Or you can say that day I'll give up one sweater of mine. Start it like that. It's very easy. People will say that, no, mother, when I meditate, something goes wrong with me. Means you are wrong. There's something wrong with you. So better sit down and meditate. Now, I must say, if you do not meditate, you are very selfish. That's the main point. Because when you come here, scorpions come out of me to bite my feet. There are snakes coming out of you to bite my feet. Do you want to do that to me? Or else to others also. The other day somebody came to my house and Chaya and all these people were there. He was so caught up that they were reeling with giddiness. And everybody was trying to take it out and work it out. If you want sahajoga to work out in this country and in the West, we have to understand our own value. And we must work it out every time if you are catching. Every time you meet me, you are catching. Then how are you going to feel the kundalini? You must know how the kundalini moves within yourself. Say where it is, how far it has gone. At least, there should be at least 10 people like that, minimum. Because I have worked here so hard. You don't know, I didn't work so many years in India. And there will be at least 80% people who can feel the kundalini moving. It is here, it is there, it is there. And some people feel over-satisfied with their progress also. It is like a whole group of people going somewhere. Say a tug of war. Even one person moves 2 steps forward than where he is, the whole thing moves. But we do not see to the people who are moving it towards them. What we always see is, how can we compete with the person who is not moving? If he is moving back 2 steps, we can move up back 3 steps. This kind of attitude will not help us. You know that sahajayoga is the only way, is the only method that divine grace has given you by which you are going to transform the whole world. And lazy lumps, how can they help sahajayoga? Laziness is the worst thing. Today, I know today is not a day to say all these things, but you all have to promise to me that you are going to give up your laziness, swaha. That's what I have seen, that whenever I meet you people, you are caught up. The another thing which goes against sahajayoga is, I have told you 100 times, I don't know how many times, is to talk ill about other sahajogis. We are all part and parcel of one body. Say we are all part and parcel of one hand. Now, if this finger starts talking ill about this one, what is it going to do? Talking ill about each other is a very wrong thing. So, today also decide that we will never talk ill about anybody else, but we look at ourselves. What is our position? I have seen people passing remarks about other people who themselves are very badly caught up and not worried about themselves. Now, by this, how are you going to improve? If you do not pay attention to yourself and pay attention to others, you cannot improve. So, another promise should be that we will not talk ill about other sahajogis. But no sahajogi should take anything for granted. We have to really work very hard. So, second habit of talking ill about other sahajogis should be swaha, and thinking even about it. You are absolutely cutting the threads of sahajayoga, which are very sweetly woven. Now, you would be generous to me, I know. You can be very generous. You have given me a very beautiful painting. I am very thankful. But try to do it to others also, generosity. You should be really bound together, and you can see then what we can produce. You have seen how nicely we did the exhibition. Everybody was enamored. Everybody was very happy that you did so well. It was such a joyous thing, and everybody was congratulating. They telephoned to me. They said how they are together. There was no quarrel, no fighting, nothing. They did it so well. So tell your mind that how dare you think against any sahajogi? Do you know all of you are saints of the highest caliber? And this kind of wretched, nonsensical thing, so low level, how can you do? I may talk ill about others. I may say that he's bad. Just to test you, so many times I do that. To see how you feel about someone. If I say somebody is bad, just keep quiet. It will have two purposes. One will be that if you are sympathizing with someone, so I am saying don't sympathize, because you are sympathizing with the wrong person. Or maybe I am just testing you. So keep it noted in your mind. If I say that person is no good, then keep it in your mind. Am I sympathizing with that person? This negative sympathy is very common. So third promise should be that we will not sympathize. If you sympathize means you share the pathos of others. You have to just share the joy of another person. So we will not sympathize with others, with anyone, but we will share the joy of another person. The part that is joy of another person we are going to share, and look out for the joy. Try to see the good points. Some people just cannot. That's how you dominate each other. That's a wrong thing. In a growth of vital importance, it is important to know what are the vital parts. If you try to press one vital part, you cannot grow also, because you are all supported together. So the third thing is, you have to promise that you are not anymore going to sympathize with anybody else. None of you can love as much as I can love. And then one should know that if you have sympathies, there is no need at all. But you should have feelings for it. Now, every human being has a character and a temperament. Apart from his self is his spirit, which is pure in its own form. It just gives vibrations, tells you right, left and all that. But everybody has a character is important, because the light that is burning in a candle can be different style, another different style looks nice, variety looks nice, it gives you beauty. So your character you must know, respect your character and enjoy the character of another person. I really enjoy your characters and how sweetly you behave towards your own characters. But temperament is not yourself. Temperaments you must give up. Temperaments are horrid things. You give up your temperaments, but keep to your character. A character is something so great, is something so sweet. And I see that character in a person. And I feel that how is it they are not identifying with their character but with temperament? For supposing somebody has a temperament of saying something silly. It's a temperament. So, you just say, what is this going on? Why am I saying things silly? I better get rid of it. Somebody has a temperament of getting boiled up very fast. So, you see to it that this temperament is not your character. But some people are so low level that even in their character you can find something going on and on and on, which is their temperament has become one with their character. So try to separate. First of all, you separate yourself from your temperament to your character. And in that character, you enlighten your light. See how beautiful you will be. You will enjoy each other much more. Now, when you are with me, I know everything about you, no doubt. Everything. In your mind, what's going, I read minds. I read everything. But what I see is your light. Then what I see is your character. I do not bother about your temperament. But a time comes when this temperament becomes more dominant thing. You become so much identified with dominant. I am like that. I am like that. What to do? I am like that. It happens to me. I. So the fourth resolution should be no more I. We are not going to talk about I think, I believe. Who are you? I believe. Now who are you? Are you Jesus Christ? That your beliefs and your faiths are that great. So we should say we believe. We are like that. Now we have to move in one body. With all our different characters, we have to say we. We, which are part and parcel of one personality. So always say we. And this is how we must know that these temperaments are the things which keeps us out from everyone. Temperaments can be somebody is a crying baby. Then that person will remain a crying baby for such a long time till I'll break my head. If somebody is a frightened person, he'll be always frightened like that. You say anything? Frightened. It's useless. Why to be like that? You be normal. If you have that kind of a temperament, you be normal is not good. Some person is an aggressive person or a hot-tempered person. He'll be losing temper all the time. That's a temperament again. That's not his character. Character shows in small things. I'll show you a character. Now, a person has a character that is very generous. He will say something which will be very generous. A person who is a loving character, he will do something which will show that he is extremely loving. So you first find out what is your character. Supposing you are a loving person, then why not love each other? Why not talk of love? Why not be kind? We suppress that and we take our temperament as our own. And once you take your temperament as your own, there are problems and problems and problems. They are just like bubbles. These temperaments have no value, no substance, useless. And they are the greatest joy killers. If you have one person who is temperamental, had it, all of you will know that this person has this temperament, they'll run away. People have their own ways of doing things. That one has to merge, has to surrender to the whole. We must learn to surrender our own little things to the whole. And then you'll be surprised that we will become so congenial, so integrated, despite our different characters. You have to maintain your different character, different style of talking, different style of walking, different style of expression. But the character, if it is not brought forward, the whole thing is so ugly, so horrid, like the stinking, rotting leaves these days. But if you remove the leaves, these old leaves, these useless leaves, then you find the beautiful grass below. So nobody should identify with your temperament. That is very important for sahajayoga. You must know that people are going to come to sahajayoga because of you, not because of me. They cannot understand. I am beyond them. I say something of the 7th floor. They just don't understand. They will understand you, not me. This is very important. Perhaps you people do not realize. You are not, supposing, taking sahajayoga seriously. You are not doing anything about it. You are still very much attached to things. You are not willing to do this. You are not willing to do that. You don't want to give up this or that. Then people will say, oh, he is a sahajayogi. Such a person. How can he be? What has he achieved? You may say, I have got the bliss. Mother has given me the bliss. They'll say, not. We can't see that in your face. You are still criticizing each other. Still you think no end of yourself. Still you are catching here and there. So it is you. You are the reflection of sahajayoga, not me. They will know. They will see, all right, she is all right. I've seen people who are my relations. They say, oh, you are beyond. Nobody can reach you, and so we are not going to try. But if they see there are some people who have reached somewhere, then they will come, isn't it? So you are like people. Say, I am placed on the 7th floor, and you are placed on the 1st floor, all of you. Then you come to the 3rd floor, then people start seeing. The 1st floor people cannot see the 7th floor. But if you are there, at least on the 3rd floor, they say, oh, there are some people on the 3rd floor. Let's go ahead. It is like that. Because people see what they can see. They cannot see what they cannot see. So when they see transformation in you, they say that beauty in you, then they know that there is sahajayoga. So for sahajayoga's sake, we have to sacrifice certain things. And I have told you already that we have to sacrifice all the funny habits or temperaments we have got. That today you have to decide that I'll give up this. And it is, today as I told you, there are special blessings, it will work out. You have to become really good sahajayogas. Now by comparing with each other, you cannot. By talking to each other, you cannot. It is your own. It is you who has to certify. Am I all right? Am I a good sahajayogi? Am I really progressing? You must progress. If you do not progress, then you are not growing. All of you have to grow and grow and grow. So the last of all is the day when we are very happy. Now this is the first time my birthday is celebrated in London. First time abroad. And all the Indian Sahajogis must be pining for me. I'm sure all over they must be terribly pining for me. So we have to think about them also. Think about other Sahajogis, what they must be doing. Think about them. You will feel happy. You sit down and think about others. And you will feel very happy thinking about those people because they also are your brothers and sisters. And so nice it is to feel that you have so many brothers and sisters who speak the same language. So we have to transcend that limitation that we are in England. No, we are everywhere. And you can, in your meditation, think of all these people who are there. Establish your relationships with them. Establish your understanding with them. You write to them. As we have got pen friends, you can get some pen friendship and you can start writing to people. It will be a very good idea if you start something like that. But later writing is another thing, which is sloth. Completely. You see, I write much who has limited money. He sits down, makes a budget. In the same way, make the budget of your time. You are always busy doing what? So let us find out that time when you have to allow yourself to grow, that time which is required for your personal attention, which is required for your evolution, that you must give, that is the due you have to pay, because you are realized souls now and the responsibility is your own. In this, the best thing is to take to wisdom. Sit down once and take to wisdom and think it over. Mataji has given us realization, all right. The germination has started, all right. Where are we? How far are we? Have we got even our roots or not? Have we got the shoots coming out or not? Where are we? You just find out for yourself. I know that Mataji is pulling all of you and you are all dragged into it. You have to be jolly well going, moving somewhere. But if you give your motivating force, all of you, not even one person should drag behind, because his weight is going to pull us back, isn't it? So that's why I say it is selfish. If anybody lags behind, that weight we have to pull again. So what happens? It's like the story that a person who walks 3 steps forward and 5 steps backwards. When will he reach? He'll never reach. When will he reach? Such a question, you see, it is, as they asked in the mathematics, you see, when will he reach? Such people who move backwards faster than the forward. So everybody must decide that I am moving backwards, I must move forward. By that you are helping the whole group and will be the ideal thing for Sahajayoga. So your individual growth should be alright and your collective growth should be alright. It takes not much. Meditation you have to do. You have to sit in nirvichara. You have to give up your thinking. Try to be nirvichara, and you will be surprised how the thing will flower up. Next year, I want to see many more people to come. Apart from that, I also want to see everybody progressing. You see, even if you get thousands of people and of no quality, what's the use? What are we going to do with them? We have to have people of quality, people who will work it out, who will get to it, who are identified but are not working it out. Is useless. So everyone must work it out, must work hard. Do not criticize others, do not sympathize, and go further and further with your progress. The other day I was finding out the meaning of the word ashram. Means a place for the ascetics to live. Ashram is a place, if you have to go there, don't carry all your luggage there. You have to take very few things there. You should be able to live with 2-3 clothes in an ashram. You see, ashram is a place where you are trained to be temperate. Where you are trained how to control your senses, how to control your attention. But there also, what do we do? Let us find out. What do we do to control our attention? Best thing is that when you go to the ashram, take to the rigorous treatment of yourself. Absolutely rigorous treatment. All right, now we are in ashram. Let's go all ahead. Early in the morning you get up, you do this, you do that, and you work it out in such a manner that you see to it that once you get out of the ashram, you are absolutely perfected. That should be the ashram. Why? It seems that in the ashram, if you go, people get worse. It's most surprising. And even they told my husband, he said that what sort of an ashram you have that people go and catch in the ashram? What sort of an ashram it is? The reason is who are in the ashram must maintain a certain discipline and get up in the morning and not indulge in too much tea taking. Everything must have a balance. Go on reducing. Everything you can go on reducing. See, if you can go on reducing your sugar, it will be nice. I tell you how to give up tea. Very easy. You first of all stop taking sugar. Half of you will leave taking. Then you stop taking any milk. Then the other half will go. And then you stop your tea. That's how it will work out. But one need not go to that extreme that you just don't have any tea. But also the other extreme is that without tea you cannot talk to each other. Every time there should be a tea. Now, just now you have had no tea, nothing, you have been sitting nicely. Since morning you have got up, you are looking very fresh and nice. Nobody is tired. But then, I am tired, I must have tea. All these things all work together. So, one has to take a very, very pragmatic attitude towards sahajayoga. And sahajayoga related to ourselves. Next year, I will be 58 years of age. I don't know if I'll be in London or wherever it is, or we may celebrate it in India. All of us may go to India. But it won't look nice if the Sahajogis from here come down with me and there all the Sahajogis there will be shocked and looked at you and say, what is this? Why are you like this? We can't understand. It won't be nice. Now, for next time, we are not going to do that. For next time, we are going to go over there much cleaner, much better. Why not compete in this? Instead of sloth, why not compete? If he's getting at 4 o'clock, why not I get at least quarter to 4? If at least 5 minutes to 4? Let us try to compete in these things and it will work out. If you want to do it, it is very easy to do. But going to India and everybody saying that London Sahajogis, oh God, what a headache, they are coming now, we'll have to clear them, this thing, that thing, all sorts of things. They have had very funny experiences so far. For next time, I would request you all to prepare yourself assiduously for 1 year. Only try for 1 year, not more than that. If you have to study, say medicine, you have to study for 7 years. Anything you have to do, you have to study for years together. You have done it now. So 1 year, religiously, you see to it that you live in joy, happiness, and friendship with others, and with yourself in complete assiduity and rigorous imprisonment. Then only it is going to work out. With others, lot of love, lot of friendship, sweetness. With yourself, complete rigorous imprisonment. If you have a temper, stand before the mirror and look at yourself when you get angry. You will get rid of it. See, then all sorts of things can be cured. If you have any problem, you ask me, I'll tell you how to do it. How to puncture your ego, everything I can tell you individually. But you come out with these problems, you say, Mother, this is my problem, I don't know, I'm doing this, how to solve it. And it will work out. But by condemning yourself, you are not going to work it out. Also, this is another fashion. I'm so bad, I'm no good. It's a fashion. You are perfectly all right, nothing wrong with you. Only thing, you have to work it out and you have to come up. So from 1 year that is finishing to the next year, we have to promise. We have to promise on the day of Mataji's birthday. You have given me such nice, beautiful things. I love them. Such nice sayings. But I have to tell you that this time I am giving you the discipline of Sahajayoga. Discipline yourself. Discipline is very important. If you do not discipline yourself, any tree which is not disciplined cannot grow properly. You have to discipline yourself. If you do not want to discipline, only thing you will be coming to my program and will be of no use to you. You have to develop your depth, you have to go deeper into it, and it has to be worked out. This year we are going to have lots of other programs, which I have already talked to other people. You can find out from them. We are going to Paris, we are going to Switzerland, we are going to America, and you will have lots of time. But even when you have no work, when you are alone, you can work it out. Every moment you have to work it out. This year you really dedicate a year of dedication for improving yourself fully, working it out, meeting regularly, and doing it, not only writing. For example, in the committee meeting, everybody is there. Now you all discuss, written down in the paper. All right, we have to do this, we have to do that. We'll all get up at 4 o'clock. Until 6 o'clock, everybody is snoring. That sort of a thing is not going to help. So we have to work it out. Because this is what is in store for us. It's such a beautiful thing. Little effort and what a joy. Little effort and what a personality. Little effort and what a power. Little effort and what a collective strength. So a little effort, have I put in? Little more than what I can put in. And give up this idea of I am tired. Nobody is going to get a heart attack. Take it wrong. Nobody's heart is going to fail. Take it wrong. You have lots of energy, but put it in the right channel. That is going to help all of us. Also, I would like to have from you suggestions. You sit down, talk to each other for arranging other programs. I am going to Brighton also. We have fixed those dates also for Brighton. But other places, wherever you want me to go, say Edinburgh or any place, I am here, May, June, July, like that I am here. We will fix it up. Whenever you say, we will do it. But weekdays I can go, weekends is rather difficult. We have already fixed Paris and this thing for weekends. But weekends are difficult for me because I have another things to attend to. So now I am with you, do whatever you please. But first and foremost thing is that you have to be absolutely alright. You have to learn sahajayoga, you have to know, you have to be experts. I have seen people who come only yesterday become great experts while who are slogging for 7 years are still. So we all have to work it that way and must have faith in ourselves as I have faith in you. I have great faith in you and I can see the beautiful time that we are going to have together and really enjoy ourselves thoroughly. Absolutely, we are going to enjoy. Don't have any frights. Don't take any steps which can spoil other people's temperaments. Either you are aggressive or non-aggressive. But it is never so. If you are aggressive, then you give up aggression, then you become a timid person. Timidness has no value in sahajayoga. What is it am I going to do with timid people? Timid, tired, fagged out. If you are tired, take some time. Get well. All of you should get well and see that you really achieve that sparkling radiance within you. You won't believe that your mother works very hard. Very, very hard she has to work with you people. And I have to really pull you through. Really pull you through. But still, you find me very happy. Because I see something that is so beautiful, that is so nice, so sweet, so great in you. And whenever I see that, I just say this will all go away. After all, you see, these are all dried leaves. They will have to go. Autumn will be over and spring will be coming. So you see, I forget. And I just don't worry about how much I have worked, how much I have to work out. But trust each other, love each other, and give more trust and more love and understanding and no sympathy of any kind. So I don't know how to thank you again and again for making that function so successful. People are very happy about it, and we are looking forward to tomorrow's program on the 24th. And that is going to be really a very, very heavy day for all of us. So after today's this thing, you will know that you are much better now. Keep it up. Put yourself into bandhan. Girdle up yourself. And onward, Christian soldiers. This is what it is. We have to be in that way. We are the people who are loving. We love. We distribute love. We emit love. And we have to be that picture and that image that when people see, they'll say, oh, these are the right type of people. We need not wear any dresses or anything like that. But only seeing you people blooming like that, people have to believe that you are all great. You have already shown your great work in that exhibition, and people were enamored how you are so transformed. And you are so great. I mean, they were really enamored how you did the whole job so well and so systematically. So again, I have to remind on this day that we have to promise our mother that, Mother, this year, we really promise you, we'll work very hard. We'll be very compassionate, kindness. Not your right. That's not the way to do it. You see, you should not laugh. It's not good manners. Just try to see what is the person saying. Even if he's stupid, no use laughing at him. Just see what he's saying, what is his attitude, and all this will bring forth a very, very beautiful image of all my children, whom I love very much. I will love and love and love. Whatever may happen, I'll be your own. But still, in my love, I request you that I cannot feel happy unless and until I make you like myself. All right? Thank you very much.